Hello, and welcome to the Prod.Cast, a podcast where we talk life, work, and occasionally music. My name is Switchblades for Kids, and the other half of the podcast.
My name is Blake Bentley. Hello.
How you doing?
I am good. Why are we robots?
Oh, Jesus Christ, straight away.
Instant.
I couldn't even hold it.
How you going, man?
Yeah, not too bad. How you doing?
Dying? Why are you staring directly into my eyes?
Have you seen those? I think it's NVIDIA has like a... it automatically makes your eyes look like it's looking directly at the camera, like all the time. It's so unnerving. I watched...
it sounds it.
I watched a General Sam podcast, and him and Brian are using it, and Poob, the whole time, he's like, please turn it off. I'm freaking out, man. It's too much eye contact.
It sounds too
so
much.
Weird. Dude,
sounds too much.
Like the whole time, like they'll be like about here, and then it's just... just looking at you like this.
It just starts looking at... That's so weird. Why is that a thing?
I don't know, but it's creepy, man. I think, I think it's a thing of like, eye contact with someone for like such a prolonged time is like a little sign of psychopathy. Like you'd be a psycho or a sociopath or something like that. I don't know what it is, but like if you just dead stare at someone, you autistic fuck, you know, you sort of...
Oh man, you know, actually talking about staring at people, something that I have picked up, right? We'll get back to our scheduled broadcasting and normal how we start. Yeah. I've started doing this thing, right, where I stare at people and I try and focus and stare at them for at least 3 seconds if I'm talking to multiple people, because in my job I speak to multiple people quite often.
Oh, right, yeah.
And apparently 3 seconds is the amount of time it takes for someone to feel included in a conversation.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So I've started doing it, and I tell you, it fucking works.
That's like, so fucking...
I get so much engagement out of everyone now, like that I'm talking to. Like small groups, so like 3 to 4 people.
Yeah, and
like,
you're
just like, it's like 3 seconds, and then, you know, other side 3 seconds, and then 3, and then back to, you know, like when I'm explaining stuff and I'm going through, like, because for anyone who doesn't know, I that's so unnerving. It is. It really is.
Just staring at you. I'm just staring at a little camera. That's all I'm staring at. Yeah,
it's fucking horrible. I'm going to do the same thing. It is horrible. So for all the, for everyone at home playing along, this is probably the worst visual thing. It's just horrible.
It's probably one of the harder videos you'll have to watch.
It sucks real bad. But anyway, what you do is you do this, but only for 3 seconds.
Only 3 seconds, you say?
And you keep changing between the people as you're explaining things, because I do like financial talks and stuff like that now. Apparently I'm a big deal.
What about
to my boss?
What about if it's just one person? Just stare at them?
Oh, I try and make as much eye contact as possible. At the same time, like, it is unnerving to just stare directly into someone's eyes. So, as Zakk keeps doing, it's fucking horrible. But yeah, anyway, Zakk, how you going? How you been? How's your week?
I'm doing great. Kim's
How's
back.
The kids?
Out of hospital.
Back. Okay, that's good.
Kids are great, actually.
Long story short, Kim's fine.
Yeah. Look, Kim was in hospital. Now she's not. End of story.
Cool. Good to hear she's made a full recovery and she's fine.
Yeah, that's it, man. Just horrible.
From her chronic disease.
Fucking kidney infection, man.
Yeah,
it's just wild.
Sucks.
But it's all come back around. It's all good. And I tell you what, a week of like handling kids just by myself, getting through their schedules. Like, my job is wake up, go to work, come back, sort out the kids before dinner, and then put them to sleep, essentially.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
Yep.
And then it was, Kim's in hospital. I call up work and say, look, Kim's in hospital, and I'm not going to be in. I'm not going to be in for an entire week. They were totally fine with it. In fact,
of course they were, because what do you do at your job again?
Well, I run my own general engineering workshop.
You're like, it's fine. I've got it covered. As
someone else will do the job. No one else is there to do the job.
Yeah, no one else is there to do it. I'll just do it when I get in next week. It's fine.
Exactly. And yeah, and I pretty much said that to him. I was like, he's like, you're going to be able to catch up on all the work, like a week's worth of work. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can catch up on a week's worth of work. It's
well, when I can do my week's work in about 3 hours on Monday, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I mean, I can do it. It'll be a struggle. It'll be hard, but I'll be able to do it. So yeah, but no.
The listeners' ears by turning my air conditioner off.
Nice. Overall. They were really accommodating actually, because I ran out of carers leave days.
Oh,
and,
yeah, right.
And when that happens, they're just like, well, can you take it out of your leave book? And that's what my boss asked me straight up. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I'll just do that. If I have to do it, I'll just do it. Because like I can't not put in leave sort of thing. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah. Army rules sort of stuff. Which I guess is a rule for fucking every workplace.
No, I mean I can take leave without pay.
That's a good point, yeah. But I'm not going to do that.
No.
But yeah, it is definitely an option. But the big boss, two above my boss, he's like, give him. If he gives me a fucking note from the hospital that says she's in hospital, we'll give him all the fucking carers leave he needs. And I was like, oh my god, these guys actually care. It's so nice. It's so different.
What a pleasant change.
And I was just like, man,
the 3 months of driving that I'm going to be doing.
Please, try not to think about it for so long. Oh my god. It's they were like so happy to just be like, look, if you give me a note, it says she was in hospital, you get fucking leave. And we don't have to worry about it, even if this happens in the future. And I was like, that is so cool. That is so nice. And I was just like, yep, straight away, talk to the fucking hospital. And they were more than happy to just be like, yeah, it's basically a like sick note from a doctor that says she was in hospital. And that was it. I don't know if you've ever had to do it where you go to like a doc and say, I need a sick note because I'm sick for work. And they go, no worries.
Look, I might have done that before.
I've done it. Multiple times when I was working at Mac. Yeah, multiples in hundreds. When I was working
tens
at
of
Mac,
thousands.
I'm
practically every week.
I knew the guy first name basis. We went golf. No, it's just a thing that that the hospital just handed over. They were like, yeah, easy, no worries. I was like, that's so good.
Yeah.
But I guess they'd have to do that for any sort of other person that had to put in sick leave at work. If they were in hospital, it's just for another person. So, it's for me.
It's really no different to a GP doctor's cert,
Yeah, exactly. Which was really cool. But other than all that, it has been a pretty good week. It's just been a nice, return. Like we did a stream last night.
Stream for the first time in months.
Big stream last night. Yeah, that was cool.
Which we're instantly going to get banned.
Oh, dude, please go on.
We streamed on YouTube, and it's a shitfest.
I'm going to start off with a quick plug now. Hit up Blake _Bentley TV on YouTube right now, and go and watch his video because I haven't done anything to mine. He's got a thumbnail.
Yeah, all I've done is a thumbnail.
You act like
I've done like a whole lead. I've done
good.
Nothing.
It's good, and the thing is, I think your side would. Even though my janky video fucking feed through Discord would still be there, I still think like your intros on stream, just like chef's kiss.
It's just mega zoom. I just mega zoom
it's funny.
It's funny. My head.
Yeah, it's funny, man.
It's great.
But and then jump. After you've watched 2.5 hours or nearly 3 hours of Blake's one, jump over to my one. I think it was like. Maybe like 3 hours ish.
Wow. Okay.
And then jump over to Switchblades for Kids, all one word on YouTube, and then watch my side of it all, which is just the same thing with a little bit more screaming maybe. And you can also watch my intro where I just figure out what the fuck I'm doing
on the game.
Yeah, a couple more frames.
Yeah, probably about 30 more. Could even be 45 more to be honest.
3 times more frames.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I went for a bit of a swim today at the what do you call them? It's not stepbrother, brother-in-law. Stepbro. The brother-in-law's fucking house. Went for a bit of a swim today. I feel like I got sunburnt, but I put on heaps of sunscreen, so I don't know. I'm feeling crunchy. Don't know.
Don't you have to reapply sunscreen? Don't you reapply like after like 4 hours or something?
Oh, we were only in there for like not even 2 hours. We were not even there for, I don't think for an hour, maybe hour max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
Blake, how are you doing? How was your week? What's going on?
Tell me. Look, it hasn't been too bad. I just realized my son pressed so my mic just changed then. He had my mic has 4 settings. And I looked down and I was like, that motherfucker. He had set it to a different one, so now my voice is back to normal. So apologies for all who listening just then.
What change? What does it change?
It just changes like background stuff. It changes the direction of recording.
Yep.
And it was like the recording was everywhere, so it was picking up all sound.
Yep.
So I was picking up the fan. The whole time I was like, the fan normally doesn't come through. I was like, I don't.
And now it's like direction.
Not. Yeah, now it's directed and now it's coming through much better. So apologies for the first 10 minutes.
That's fine. We can fix that up in post.
Yeah, exactly. But no, yeah, I've been vibing. I've been chilling.
Yeah.
Have I had anything crazy happen this week? I don't think so. Hey.
That's good.
A
normal week is a good thing, really.
Yeah, it's been pretty chill. Honestly. Like, I just worked and played some video games. It was really fucking chill this week. I'm trying to think anything.
Yeah. Well, we started playing PoE. Path
PoE
of
is
Exile.
fun.
Yeah. Any Path of Exile fans out there, fucking jump in our Discord. I'm doing all the plugs right off. Doing all the plugs straight up. Actually, jump in our Discord. Let's play Path of Exile.
Can I just say, Zakk, that we're very close to our 100th episode.
No one asked. All right.
That's very funny. Look, no one asked, but you know what happens if you don't ask? You don't get.
You don't get.
What you don't get? $100.
$100.
$100 dues.
PayPal Australian dollars. India
is up.
PayPal
is up for grabs. And I'm gonna be honest. I haven't checked how many people have actually entered yet, but I'm gonna guess it's probably not that many. So if you want a good chance at winning $100 dues, press the link in everywhere. It's in all the things.
Yeah,
it's in the description of this very episode. In both YouTube, on Spotify, on iTunes, on everywhere you're listening to. Probably not on VLC Player, to be fair.
For those VLC players,
I don't use VLC Player, so I don't actually know how it works. But
just jump on somewhere to get this link. Look, because you want $100. Everyone wants $100, or at least the chance to win $100. Like, that just makes sense. And it's for our 100th episode.
300. It literally. I just made it a Google form. It is the most simple of forms. It is 2 things. It's an email address because it's required, and it is a name, and that's it.
You don't have to put your full name.
No, you could just. It doesn't matter. Honestly,
I think I did this last time. I was like, you don't have to do anything. Don't do this.
Don't do it. Actually, you know what? I'm putting myself in there, and I'm winning it.
Well, I'm going to do that too then.
Yeah, I want to. Give me $50.
You give me $50. I'll give you $50, and then technically we're up $100.
The math don't check out. No, fucking just do the form. Do the form. Sign up. I want to give one lucky listener and/or viewer $100. That's all it is. At the end of the day, I just want to thank one person, not everyone, just one person. One lucky for listening to the last 100 episodes. It's been a mission. I don't know why it was done, but look.
I tell you what, just the fact that we're coming up on our 100th episode is really cool.
It's pretty cool, hey?
It's like we're 2 years.
That's a lot of hours.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hours.
like assuming that everything is about an hour's worth, right? We've had ones that are about an hour and a half, hour 15, and some that are like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. But the average episode length is about an hour. That's 100 hours, and it's more man hours because like it takes about an hour for me to audio edit.
This is recording. Like, like you said, we still need to edit. We still need to do all the shit that we do
editing,
behind the scenes.
Thumbnails, fucking uploading, fucking writing descriptions, fucking just it seems like it's not a lot, but like I don't know, I take a long time making thumbnails, even though it looks like it's not.
I do that on purpose.
I take a long time.
I make it look like I take no time, but it takes me 12 hours.
Yeah, but no, I do have it nutted down though to about an hour. From editing start with thumbnails and descriptions, I can do it all in an hour now. That's pretty cool.
I would say mine's like 30 to an hour, depending on what. Now that I didn't get a chance to do the shorts, I was just busy.
Yeah.
I did the school drop off. I had a meeting on Friday.
Which is unusual, really.
Business.
Oh yeah, not a work meeting. It's for
it was a hustle thing, a side hustle, if you will, that will become a main hustle. So looking at starting a business, I'm not going to talk about it. It's pretty boring industry. It's like building an industrial and trade industry. It's actually quite boring, but it's exciting for me because I have a lot of knowledge in that industry. Yeah. And I'm like, man, I'm just wasting it. I'm wasting my knowledge. I could be doing so much more. I could do content on this. I know enough about it that I could do content on it.
Easily.
Sometimes I wonder why I don't.
Dude, if you but this is the thing, it's like if you don't want to do it, you won't do it.
Don't.
But because you said it's fairly dry as a subject, but I guess there would be parts of it that are pretty interesting. And I would say even the content of starting a business and seeing how it's run and seeing like the behind the scenes sort of stuff. It's like, how to even add stock to shelves and how to get like low overheads and fucking random shit like that.
I'm actually thinking of making a series and like just being completely transparent with the shit that I do.
Why not?
And being like, this is what I did and this is what I'm doing and this is like why I did this and now I have a shop. Now I am working at this shop and now my life is over, like
now I'm stuck.
now I don't know what to do and I hate my life.
I've got this shop and I can't pay it off and no one wants to buy what I'm selling.
I just want to leave. Fuck. I actually am quite I'm pretty confident that it will be a business that will actually be profitable in the future. I think I'll have to spend a lot of time and invest a lot of money and effort into this for at least 3 years. Yeah. But then after that my genuine plan is after 3 years to step away from it and no longer be involved in the operations of the business.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because I don't want to. I don't want to work there.
Yeah. You want to make money.
I don't want to work in retail for the rest of my life.
No.
God, no. But you know what I do want to own? Multiple businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? There's been a lot of talk. Man, have you seen all the videos about like the rental crisis and like tenants getting mad at landlords and shit like that? Have you seen any of this?
No.
It's all Australian, of course, because the Australian rental market's fucked. But there's like people, like there's landlords who are like, oh, we can't afford food. And then there's people like, well, you own multiple houses, so that's your fault. You should have risk managed. You shouldn't have to up our rent. And then it's like, and then landlords are like, well, you should have risk managed rent. Like, why didn't you plan on rentals going up in the future if interest rates were going to go? Like, you know what I mean?
It's
like
a double-edged sword.
It's this dumb back and forth between just two uneducated groups of people. It's watching monkeys throw shit at each other. It's very funny, and I love it.
Like at the rate inflation's going, everyone should be looking at like, oh, well, I'm either going to have to make more money or cut back on things because very soon in the future, like less than 5 years, it's going to cost a lot more to do, like buy a fucking loaf of bread, buy fucking milk. Milk is nearly fucking $5 for 3 liters. Dude, and that that rolls me up, man. That rolls me up.
I pay $8 for 3 liters because I have to get lactose free because Harper is grossly lactose intolerant.
Okay, fair enough.
So I pay $8.50 or like $8.60 for a 3 litre of milk.
Fuck
yeah, dude.
that. Fuck
yeah, dude.
that. And they're just taking out the thing in it that makes it milk.
Well, the thing that makes it delicious as well.
It's the sugar. Lactose is a sugar.
Gross.
Yeah. Lactose is
free
sugar.
milk well, it's disgusting. And I only have it with iced coffees. It's the only time that I have the milk now. So I have an iced coffee
Kim tries, man. Because Kim gets those liters, like singular 1 liters of lactose free, because I think it's about $1.70 from Aldi. And yeah.
Maybe I should just get them.
Yeah. Well, even the almond milk and shit like that is $1.89. So it's not even that much more just to get like a nut milk.
If they do oat milk for cheap, I'm fucking all over it.
Sorry, bud.
No, of course not.
Yeah, you're looking at like, I think it's like nearly $3 or over $3 for oat. If you can ever find it on special, man, just buy it up.
Yeah, oat milk's so delicious, man.
I love oat milk so much.
Yeah, I drink it warm. It's good.
But back on the subject of like inflation's going up. Yeah, people just need to look ahead.
Risk manage.
Just need to look ahead.
Fucking stress test yourself.
Look at what's happened in the past. And then yeah, as you said, stress test yourself. It's such a smart thing to do.
Dude, we bought a house worth $270,000. Now that is fuck all in Australia. Mm-hmm. That is fuck all money for a house, right? And I stress tested us. We went in at 2.9%, right? Mm-hmm. Stress tested us at 15%. And I was like, at 15%, we're going to have to cut Netflix and
everything's gone.
Everything's gone at that point, and like we'll have to cut down on a lot of shit and eat. We won't be buying steak anymore and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But we're good at 15%. We're still good.
Yeah.
Worst case, 20% is when we'd have to go to 1 car.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see it going to 20%, but I stress tested us. We can still afford our house at 20% interest, right?
Which is fucking huge. Which is like
enormous. It just will never get that high. Because everyone would lose their house at that point. No one would be able to afford any houses.
Well, yeah. I don't think there'd be a lot of people out there going, I wonder if we could live on 20% interest.
Yeah, and everyone
would be like, yeah, exactly. And there'd be people out there that'd be like, it will never happen, so I'll never have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll never hit 15%. I won't have to think about it, so I won't prepare for it. But you have gone right above and beyond to figure out that even at 20%, selling a car, cutting everything back, we can still afford to stay and have a roof over your head. It's just a smart thing, man. It's just smart.
Mm-hmm. Like, I was just like, I don't understand why people don't do that. And then this is what happens, is that the Reserve Bank ups interest, fucking banks up interest. It just continues to grow and continues to fuck everyone, right? And then people can't afford houses. People can't afford to rent a house. People can't afford to sell their house. They can't afford to buy a house. They can't afford to find a rental.
I didn't know that was a thing. Couldn't afford to sell your house.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Because there's fees involved, man.
Yeah.
Like, and
I was what do you mean? You just pay off the fees when you sell the house? And it's like, it doesn't work like that. You're like, well, fuck.
Like, there are ways to get around it.
I guess there would be.
If you're left with a debt at the end...
Yeah, you've just lost.
You've lost.
You've lost. You've played the housing market wrong.
Yeah,
you fucking lost.
You lost.
Game
life.
over. Go and find that refrigerator box that you fucking...
Go straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Like,
yeah, that's it.
That's literally what it is. Like that, but that can happen because someone bought a house overpriced, thinking that it'd be worth more. It hasn't really gone up. Interest rates have gone up. There's a lot of fees involved in buying and selling a house.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people don't think about. They don't think about that at all. Depending on how big your deposit is, there's other fees that you may have to pay for. Like, there's a lot involved in it, right? But yeah, people are like, well, if I sell my house, I'll owe $30,000.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I can't afford to sell my house.
Yeah. No.
I'm fucked if I sell my house now. I need to pay the mortgage off more. Like, I need to pay more of the mortgage off before I can sell my house. Like, there are people in that situation. It's crazy. It's wild. It's a wild world that we live in. But I'm not one of those people because I'm not an idiot.
Not an idiot. Can I bring up something Just to segue.
Am I an idiot?
Just to segue directly off what you've said. You're not an idiot.
Am I an idiot now?
I did something pretty silly.
Are you the idiot?
I'm the idiot. I am the biggest idiot.
Look at me. I am the idiot now.
Look right here. Just to segue off, we're talking about some pretty serious stuff.
Yeah, it's fairly serious.
It's fairly serious.
Living,
but,
housing.
Exactly. I've got like a little short story about how I'm an idiot and how I've started to rely so much on technology. I don't know about you, but you probably have used your phone to pay for things, right?
I used to. I don't anymore, but yes.
I still do currently, which that will be changing soon. But yeah, it's been fuck. I actually cannot think of a time. The last time,
like tapping, with the whatever the chip is,
with the actual card, or even like fucking scanning it, swiping the card, or inserting it and pressing buttons. I haven't had to do that because I just go beep, and then if it requires me to add a pin, I just do the pin, right?
Yep,
that makes so much sense. I think it was yesterday. I went to Chemist Warehouse and I had to pick up some iron tablets, right? And it was like, go to Chemist Warehouse, pick up iron tablets, then go to Drake's, which is just around the corner, and go and pick up this stuff I needed for meal prep, right? So I'm at Chemist Warehouse, I get the 2 iron tablet fucking thingies, pay for them, I go back to my car. Now, usually when I rock up to a place, I get out of the car, like I just take the keys, right? Take the keys. I don't lock the car because I'm an idiot sometimes.
Clearly.
It gets worse. It gets worse. And actually, you know what? This is funny because I was talking to this dude just before. Mark, I know you're listening, and I know that I know that I leave my car unlocked at work. Like constantly, I'll leave the keys in the ignition at work.
But you work in a military base. It's fairly safe.
And I've done that for years. I've just left the keys in the ignition at work. There is only 2 times that I've left the car running. And once was until like I pulled up at like 7 o'clock. The car was still running at like 10 o'clock and someone's just like, hey, someone's car's running. Oh no, it was like 9 o'clock. Someone's car's running down there. I was like, that's my car.
That's definitely mine.
And one was only just recently when I was, when I thought I had turned off the car already because the music had just randomly stopped, and I was talking to another guy, and we just got out and got some fucking food and came back, and I was like, eh! It makes that fucking noise. It's like the starter is trying to engage.
Oh, the car's on.
I was like, oh, okay, and the guy just looks at me and just laughs. Anyway. I get to Chemist Warehouse. I purchase the fucking thingos, and as I said, when I pull up to a place, I just took the keys out. I just walked in, right? I come back, the car's locked. Now there's a thing with my keys, that the buttons for lock and unlock are completely scratched out. Like I can't press the little insert thingy to press the button, right? I just can't use my thumb to press it. So luckily I was right next to like this potted plant fucking like wall garden thing. I just went in there, just found a stick and just poked the unlock button through the stick and said, see you later, I'm getting in my car. Goodbye.
Yep.
I went to Drake's. And this time I was like, okay, cool. I've got a heap of these in my car. Heaps of 4-point pens.
Sure,
I take them with me everywhere. I always have I have 3 in my car. I have 10 at my desk, fucking at work, and I have a fucking box full. I'm looking at it right now. Yes. I have so many of these because they are so fucking useful. And I use these to click them open and press the button if I ever purposefully lock my car, right? And because I'm at Drake's, I'm in Ipswich, I just go, get out of my car, I get my key, and I go lock, right? I click it in with the pen, and what I do is I just leave the pen on top of the car. No one's going to just fucking take a random pen, right? I go in, I grab my groceries, and I come out, and I'm walking out. I go across this crosswalk, I look up, and I see my car, right? I walk over to my car, I set the bags down, and I look up, I'm like, the pen's gone. What the fuck? And I'm looking around, and I'm like, oh shit. And I just try the door and I'm just like reefing on this door. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, surely. And I look behind me and I'm like, I don't think this is my car. And I'm looking and then I look down. There's this person sitting in the car. It's just a white i30 and this person's just looking at me and I've like slapped the top of the roof. I was yanking on the door and I was like, at one point I just leaned on the car. I like put my butt, I was just nudging on the car like this and I was just like, fuck. And then like, because I had my groceries at my feet, right? And I was just going, fuck, man, shit. And then I look up a little, obviously after I look down, see this fucking dude in the car. He winds down the window like a fraction. He's like, can I help you, bud? You right? I'm like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh, hey man, yeah, look, this is not my car. And he's like, damn right. Sorry, dude. I grab my fucking groceries and I look literally as soon as I step out, like where the park is, it's just a line, right?
Yeah.
I look over and I'm like, oh, there's my car. Oh, there's the pen. Sweet. And I like walk over to my car and this dude, he winds down his passenger window. He's just laughing at me and he drives off.
So funny.
Cheers, man. But yeah, I tell you what, fucking, I either need to get my like key fixed, which I probably won't, because it's such a good anti-theft tool. Because if I lock my car and I keep the pen with me, which sometimes I do on windy days, I'll just chuck it in my pocket, right?
Sure.
I'll just chuck it in my pocket. And then, like, even if someone gets my keys, they can't get in the car. Or can they? I'm gonna get that Vsauce music right now.
Yeah.
So there's something I didn't even think about until after I got into my car, after that dude laughing at me and driving away. I sat there with the groceries next to me and I'm just in the car and I put the key into the fucking ignition and I go, oh my fucking God. Why didn't I just use the key to unlock the car?
Yeah.
Put the key in the keyhole in the handle and turn left, unlock.
Yeah.
Why didn't I do that?
You're a double idiot.
I'm a big double idiot. It made me like, I was really lucky because I was carrying one of these like notebooks around with me.
Funny.
And the first thing I did was like, I'm a fucking idiot. And I wrote down idiot locks, like car door. I can't remember what I wrote. Idiot got used to unlocking things with buttons.
It's so funny, man. It's so funny that you would get to your car and you're like, I can't unlock my car now. Yeah. I have the key, but I can't unlock my car.
And I was just like, man, I've got the key here. Surely there's some way. I even looked to
press this button.
That's the thing. It's like I looked on top of the car and I'm like, oh, my fucking pen's gone. And I looked in the like on the ground. After I like looked at the pen and I slapped the roof and like, and then dude, this dude was freaking, man. I looked down at the ground to try, like, you just sort of like do a quick scan with your eyes. Yeah. I was like trying to find a stick. I was like just a little twig, and I could just go. And you know what would have happened? It wouldn't have unlocked.
The car behind you would have unlocked.
Oh man,
it's so funny, man.
You know what's even weirder? That like the guy, like, was clearly in his car. His car, not my fucking car. I still went around the front, looked at the number plate to make sure. Like,
you're like, he's in the car with the keys in his car, and you're like, oh, yeah, that ain't my car. Dude, yeah, that ain't it. That's not my license plate.
Just so fucking weird, man. Like, he must have, you know what the thing is? He must have, like, just gotten in that car and he's seen me walking towards his car and he's just locked the doors instinctively.
Probably, right? He's like, what the fuck is this?
And then I've gone up and I'm yanking on the door and I'm smacking the roof. Oh, I love it. That was such a dumbass moment and double dumbass because I was like, I have a fucking key to unlock a door. Anyway,
you're holding the key. Dude, so our Camry, it's a key fob. Right?
Yeah.
So it's you don't use, it's a button push start, right?
Yeah.
You can still unlock the door. There's still a key inside the key fob.
Yeah. And I know that with other keys that are pushed to start.
Your key also it's a key that goes in an ignition.
Yes, Blake. I understand.
So how long have you done this?
the unlock button has like broke off after the lock button, so I couldn't just lock the car, but at least I could unlock the car. This has been happening for about, I want to say, a year and a bit. A year and a bit.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, Zakk. Oh.
I tell you this right now, it's not changing soon. I'm gonna continually use these cool pens, and if I don't have a pen, now I fucking remembered that there's a key which I use to turn the fucking ignition, which I can use to turn the fucking, like, unlock the car. Blake, did you know?
Oh man, that's rough.
Dude, it was such a it was an experience to sit in my car, like start it up and then just sit there and just be like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. And then to have it happen, like to hit you again and look at your kid and go, oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh bro. Man.
It's so funny, yeah, because I can imagine you're like, I'm an idiot. I can't believe I tried to open someone else's car because I can't unlock my. Oh my god,
dude, it was 100% like that, and I'm a big one for talking to myself, like, so I'm just yelling at myself in this car.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah,
you're a chip.
And the thing is, I'm talking as well while I'm trying to unlock his car.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck, oh no, the fucking pen's gone. Oh fuck, bam, slap the car. I'm like, where's this stick? Oh hey man, bro.
Oh, that's so funny, man.
Yeah,
what a story.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's so funny, dude.
Bro.
Oh,
this isn't my car. You're damn right. Cheers, mate. I don't already look like enough of an idiot that I'm going to go and sit in my car and fucking get hit with it twice.
I'm going to go sit in my car and cry.
So stupid, man. So dumb.
And then it's like you said, the double realization.
Man.
After you sit down, you're like, I can't believe I just did that. That's the dumbest thing I've ever. Oh, I'm an idiot. I could have just used the key.
Bro, I hate that it hit me twice, man.
That's so funny, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's so hard.
That was my yesterday.
Oh man,
that was my yesterday.
Funny, dude. That is funny.
I went home and I didn't tell Kim. I didn't need her, like, just fucking, like, calling me an idiot as well. I just went home and I was just like, well, it's time to do some meal prep.
Nothing wrong happened at the shop.
In the back of my head, I'm just like, if I tell her this, she is gonna just absolutely rip into me.
You'll never live it down.
No.
She'll never let you forget it.
Because she already, like, when we go anywhere, she's such a, like, backseat driver. And it's with, like, so many things. Like, I'll get in the car and I've already put my seatbelt on. She's like, did you put your seatbelt on? Like, yeah. We're already driving.
We'll be driving for 30 minutes.
And then it'll be going down the back of the hallway. Can you close the garage? I've already got my hand on the fucking thing to close the garage. And then the garage going down. I'm like, yeah, I got it. And then it's like, do you know where you're going? It's like, yeah, we've been to the fucking supermarket before. Don't need Google Maps for this one, babe. Oh man, yeah. There's a heaps of times where she's just like, do you need help with that? It's like, no, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. I've been driving now for like fucking, I don't know, 12 years, 13 years.
Oh man. Oh, that's funny.
But you know what? You can still learn every day.
You can still realize you're a big dumb idiot.
Bro.
Oh,
it kills me, man. Kills me.
That is funny, man. Yeah. That is funny. I was gonna say nothing happened. I just remembered. I went to a birthday party yesterday, a child's birthday party.
Oh yeah.
One of Jackie's friends, who I literally only see like once a year. Right?
Yeah.
Cool dude. He's a cool dude. Kev, like him. He's a cool guy. He bought a VL Turbo. Very cool. It's a wagon.
They're expensive.
Looks like
nowadays.
It doses hard.
Yeah.
He said it makes all the habib noises that you need it to make. I was like, that is sick. Yeah.
Good.
He's like, but it don't go anywhere. He's like, it's like stock. He goes, it's stock as a rock, but like with an ECU and a bit of a tune and a weight. Like he's like a screamer pipe and.
I was gonna say, I don't think it needs much. I don't need much.
No, it's RB30. Like it's nothing crazy. Like it's like probably like 250 at the wheels or something. Like it's not that much power.
Yeah,
maybe 300 if he's lucky. But it's enough to drive everywhere and make the cool sounds. Yeah, and honestly, that's all you need out of a VL Turbs.
Yeah, that's it.
It's got Venetians, like because it's a wagon as well. Like it is lit, dude. It is granny spec as hell. It is fucking cool. But I was talking to his brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And like I was like talking to all these people, and I was just like, man, these people are rich. I was like, what the fuck? So brother-in-law, like he has 3 Impalas. He has 2, I want to say 2 59s and a 61 or something.
Yeah.
Like, and they're all in good nick. They're all clean as hell, and he drives all 3 of them. And I was just like, why? He's like, well, one's on hydraulics, one's a convertible, and one's a sedan. He goes, and they're, I like driving them all differently, I was just like, my brother in Christ, that's a lot of money. Like, that's a lot of money sitting there. That's a lot of money sitting there. Yep. It's just like, why?
3.
Like, why have 3?
Wait, is he in a car club as well?
No. The dude doesn't even have social media.
My brother in Christ.
Yeah.
Make a car club.
I was like, what do you do? And he's like, I just drive them on Sunday. I was like, well, every Sunday? He's like, yeah, I just take one out for a spin every Sunday.
Aren't they fucking V8s?
I don't know. Probably.
Like, the Rego on that alone.
I know.
Rego on that alone.
That's what I was like. I was like, and then I'm like, and your Misso has a nice car. It's like a Lexus wagon thing, or like SUV. He has like, like a fucking SR5 Hilux. I'm like this is not hundreds of thousands of dollars on cars.
He's not worried about money.
I was like, this guy doesn't give a fuck about money. It's like, he really doesn't give a fuck. And I was like, what do you do for work? He's like, I work in the tunnels. It's like, what does that mean? Apparently
he's a gnome.
He builds the tunnels.
No, he's a dwarf.
Yeah, he's a diggy hole boy. Like, he goes and digs holes. No, literally, works in the tunnels. He builds like the fucking toll road tunnels. He's like good 6 figures.
Yeah,
he told me entry level in his profession is 200K, and he ain't entry level, brother.
That's pretty good.
Man, I was like, this man's earning like 300,000 to 400,000 a year.
Yeah.
And then because I was talking, and it was like, we're looking because Kev, like, they just sold a bunch of rental properties to buy a really big property.
Yeah.
Like, because they're like, one, they really like to have the land. Like, it's like 40 acres. It's ridiculous, but it's like, I don't want to dox them, but it's like, it's in Logan somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a really good location that he's bought it. And he's building a house on there, and it's like all brand new and shit and everything. Anyway, his whole family, they're all very, very wealthy. But this guy has like a lot of rental properties. I'm like, just how? Like, show me your ways.
Well,
please.
Yeah,
I want money too.
I'll go and work in the tunnels.
Well, I said that, but then I was like, but I don't want to do 6 days, 12-hour days. I don't want to do that.
That's a lot.
I don't want to do that. You know what? I want to earn 6 figures a month, and I ain't going to earn 6 figures a month working for someone else.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what that guy is.
Yeah, well, look.
That guy is.
He's also the biggest islander that I've ever met, but like biggest as in ripped. The dude is
right. He's jacked.
He's jacked. He was the most jacked guy I've ever seen. I looked at him, I was like, man, he's got to be on PEDs. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no fucking way that he's not on PEDs. Or he was at some stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and now
the dude is
good, and he's natty
jacked.
Now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's natty now. Yeah. What do they call them? It's like not fake natty. It's there's something else.
Oh, I'll have to look that up. Is it a more plates, Coach more Greg. Dates thing? Oh,
no, Coach Greg talks about it. It's like, fuck, I can't remember. It's like you're natty now, but you weren't before, but you claim to be natty before. So like, you can prove that you're natty now, but you say that you've always been natty, but like, it's obvious you weren't.
Oh, right.
So I think that's what he keeps talking about the Trend Twins. That's what they're like, because they claim to be only on 150 milligrams of steroids now. But then it's like you look at like all their history and shit, and it's like no, that like there's no way, like there's no way that you were natural back then. You know what I mean? Like they're lifting like literal world records at like 19 and stuff.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and they're like, oh no, we were natty back then.
Even like with gear, like that's impressive.
Yeah, they benched 450 pound at 19, apparently natty, and now they bench 500, not natty.
So
it's like what? So you're telling me
or something
that
like
being on the juice for like 2 years or something is only going to put 50 pounds on your bench? Disagree.
Yeah.
Big disagree.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, if you look at look, we can go into it, but yeah, your mate, fucking big jacked Islander dude. That's cool.
Yeah, he was cool, and I got a little drunk at a 3-year-old's birthday party.
What else are the adults gonna do while the
Literally,
kids
and
fucking
like Kev,
do
man,
whatever?
Apparently he slept on the couch and vomited everywhere, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like Kevin.
Oh shit!
Good old
That's
Kevo. Good. I was like surprised he didn't try and fucking do some burnouts in his VL turbs. Honestly,
that'd be sick.
But anyway, that's I remembered now. I was like, what did I even do this week? That's the only eventful thing I did.
Yeah. Did old mate have a good sound system in his VL?
I don't think so. It's granny spec as fuck.
Yeah. I tell you what though.
The sound system's great. It goes
because you know, I'll say this before I say the next bit.
Yeah, music.
I love Venetians in cars.
Yeah,
I think it's just the fucking coolest shit.
It is so good, man. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes. And it has the old sun visor.
Yeah.
So it's like the giant metal fucking curved sun visor on the front.
Yes.
It's granny spec.
Yeah.
The only problem is the intercooler hangs way too low.
Oh.
But there's not much you can do about that because it's a giant intercooler. It's a big intercooler.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise you'd look at it and be like, it's just an old granny spec VL.
Yeah. That's cool.
Like,
it's very cool.
The Venetian sheepskin fucking seat covers. Like
with the seatbelt fucking cover as well. I love that shit.
Yep, that's exactly what it was, dude.
I love that so much.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, we had a K70 like growing up.
Oh,
Dad had a K70 blue fucking SX or whatever it was, SCX. I can't remember the fucking
Sex
model was. No, SCX. I think it was. I don't know if it was that, but I think it was.
Sexy.
It's very sexy. I loved that car, and Mum and Dad sold it. It was a manual K70 with a 4-age in it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And they sold it to get the fucking Commodore. And I remember just being like when I grew up, I spoke to Dad. I was like, where did that K70 go? And he's like, oh, we sold it to some dude fucking down south, and then I don't know where it went after that. I didn't really care. It was a shit car. I was like, Dad. And then at this point,
they're worth money now.
At this point, my brother has like that fucking blue Subaru that he fucking had.
Oh yeah, I raced that. Yeah.
And he's like screaming at Dad too. He's like, Dad, you have no fucking idea how cool that car is. And K70s, man. Everyone loves a K70.
Yeah.
They're just the coolest Corollas.
I almost bought a Galant, and I'm really upset that I didn't.
Yeah, that would be good.
It was so cool, and the dude wanted like $1,200 for it.
Oh, that's
I know.
Yeah.
And I even took it for a test drive, and I was like, this is it, man. I was like, this is fucking cool. But then I had friends with me, and they were just like, nah. They're like, nah, you don't buy it. And I was like, why? And because he was a mechanic though, and he was like, it's on cut springs. He's like, I can see rust everywhere. He's like, the engine mounts are gone. Like, he's like, man, $1,200. He's like, you're going to spend like $5,000 fixing it. And I was like, oh. Yeah. All right, fair enough.
You're right, but
it was really upsetting, like, because I was like, I really wanted it,
but
it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool that it goes like this.
He's like, you won't keep up with me because he had a WRX. This is JB. I don't know if you know JB.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. He had his Rexy, Yeah, he's like, you won't keep up with me for starters, and he's like, and you won't make it. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, the springs are non-existent. The bushes are all fucked. He's like, I can hear it rattling from down the road. He's like, it squeaks on every corner. He's like, you need to replace everything in the car. And I was just like, oh man, that's so upsetting. It's such a cool looking car though.
Well, it's a cool car, but it's just old and it's fucking clapped out. That's the problem. Did it have a good...
I was 17, so this is,
Yeah, good save.
12 years ago.
Good thing JB was there to be like, hey, look, don't do that.
Yeah, instead I bought a fucking Liberty that blew a head gasket.
Yeah.
Not that I treated it very nicely, but... Limited bashing it everywhere.
That's music to my ears, Blake.
Yeah. Speaking about music...
I love that. I love that we have a cool segue. A cool intro to the subject.
It's lit.
Blake, this week we listened to Skrillex.
Oh, dude.
Quest for Fire. And that's exactly what this album is.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Try and find a song that misses on this album.
Oh, they don't. None of them
Try and find a song.
Dude, none of them miss. It's so good. The entire
They're
album.
Great songs, man.
Dude, it slaps. I listened to this album, like, I'm not even kidding, like 25 times.
Yeah, easy.
I listen to it multiple times a day, every day.
Yeah.
I listen to it at gym. I listen to it at work. I listen to it at home. I listen to it driving around with the kids.
Yep.
I didn't stop listening to it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's short. Like, it's 45 minutes. Like, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Like, dude, 10 out of 10.
You know what, mate?
I'm 10 out of 10.
I'm 100% with you. It's a 10 out of 10 for me as well.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing on here that fucking is like, this is a bit of a down point in the album.
I don't want to skip any of the songs.
No.
I want to listen to the whole album every time.
You know what got me a little bit sad was when Supersonic came on and you're like, oh my God, I'm 2 songs away from the end of the album.
Yeah, it's like,
I love this song,
damn.
but I know that it means I've only got 2 more songs and then this thing is back on repeat. It doesn't matter.
It's like, I'm so upset that I'm going to start the album again.
Fuck yes. Yeah,
it's so good, dude.
It's such a good album.
It's so good.
Everyone out there that's listening right now, and we do have quite a following. Listen to Skrillex, Quest for Fire. It's fantastic.
Do yourself a favor. Honestly, do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Do yourself a fucking favor. It is so good.
Yeah.
It is such a good album. Like nothing misses.
Yeah. It's a solid album.
Dude, Xena.
Full of hits.
Oh, dude, the drums.
Yeah, the cool fucking
the percussion.
Yeah, what? And this is the thing is like this chick Nai Bagudi. But
is she big?
Absolutely butchering her name. She is probably just a vocalist that was just like. He found somewhere, and then they're just like, "You're."
She has a song that has 100,000 streams on Spotify, and then 79,000, 43,000, 34,000.
So she has a following herself.
A little following.
Yeah.
But now she has 1.1 million monthly listeners.
Yeah, that's
because of that one song.
Man, 3.4, almost 3.4k, million listens.
And I don't think that song got released as a single at all.
No, it didn't.
It didn't, did it? No.
Yeah, it was Rumble and Supersonic.
And
I think Butterflies, Butterflies.
Nah, wasn't it Leave Me Like This?
Wasn't
Leave Me Like This released as a single?
We could. You know what we could do? Click on his name.
Too Bizarre. Juked. What is that?
Too Bizarre. Still Here.
Rumble.
Ratata, Inhale, Exhale, Hydrate. Actually, a lot of these released as singles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a few of them were.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, there you go. But anyway.
None of it, hit.
So good. So good.
Oh, man. I was going to say none of it hit as hard, but, they're all fucking big hitters.
Yeah, man. I didn't listen. So I didn't even listen, because I was like, we might hit the other album as well.
Yeah.
Just as a, let's just see what happens and we'll hit the other. I didn't even get a chance to. I didn't want to.
No.
I was just like, dude, this is good.
The other album, Don't Get Too Close, is only 33 minutes. And, I know that if we were to be like, let's do something. Yeah, it is very hip-hop.
it's hip hop. That album is a fucking hip hop album.
The Quest for Fire is just EDM, trap, dubstep, liquid dubstep.
Huh?
Yeah, liquid dubstep.
Yeah,
heaps of it.
Yeah,
so
man, he returns to his roots on a few of the songs as well. Like it's so good. It's so good. There's literally nothing I could say other than it's a 10 out of 10 and it slaps.
Yeah, it's 100% 10 out of 10. And you know what? You know what was really cool? That Pete Wentz fucking walk tour thing.
Yeah,
that was cool to listen to.
Yeah.
That was cool to listen. Even though it's like obviously a track that a lot of people will just skip because it's like, well, just give me more music. But like, if you just listen to it,
good. It leads
cool.
up to the
It leads. It leads in.
It's
and
good.
It's nice to have a little interlude.
I agree.
It's a good album. It's an album. It's rock solid. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's for what it is. It is. It's. Oh man. It's probably his best album. I want to say it's his best album.
I would agree.
Because I listened to that one with the alien head. I can't remember what that fucking one was called.
Recess.
Yeah, Recess. I didn't really fucking vibe with it too much.
Oh, I fuck with Recess real hard, but yeah.
Scary Monsters, Nice Sprites. Yeah, that was cool. Good intro. Good intro. But it's not.
Scary
There's songs in there that I'd skip.
It's good. Like it's good. But there's just a lot of remixes.
It feels dated at the moment, honestly.
Yeah, fucking oath it does.
And so does fucking Bangarang. Bangarang feels dated at the moment.
Bangarang EP. Yeah. You know, like I'm looking at Bangarang right now, and it's like, I mean, I know all of these songs. I know how every single one of these songs goes.
Yep.
They're all good, but like, you know.
But man, this is a hit. Even though he's using elements of like it just shit he knows, like liquid dubstep and a lot of trap shit as well. It's just like old stuff that just sounds really good when it's done by him. I don't know what the fucking it is. Skrillex has been doing this for a long time. Everyone thought they could pigeonhole him into he is just the dubstep guy. This dude makes it all. He's doing fucking EDM. He's doing house music. He's doing fucking like...
He does hip-hop. He does trap. He does
everything.
Dubstep. Yeah. He does R&B. Like...
Yeah. Like
the dude is... he's a goat. He's the goat.
He's not just a toolbox. He's the entire fucking workshop. He's great.
Dude, yeah. And that Porter Robinson song, I remember when you said you can hear when Porter Robinson comes in.
Yeah.
You know, another thing I realized is I think they came up with that whole song together from the beginning. From the very beginning.
Do you reckon?
It was all structured that way. The intro of the song is literally just without the Porter Robinson melody. The entire start of that song is just the same thing without the Porter Robinson melody.
Yeah.
It's so good though, because when
you know that sound, that like it's old Porter Robinson, like language Porter Robinson, where it's like that sort of sound. As soon as that kicks in, I'm going, oh my god, hey Porter Robinson, guys, Porter Robinson's in the house.
Porter Robinson just walked in the door.
He's here. He's slapping keys. That's him. As soon as that hits, I'm like, hey, that's Porter Robinson. But if they were like, let's just make a track together, because obviously if you look at Porter Robinson's recent like stuff, he like avoiding Nurture, he is still a phenomenal producer. So he knows, especially
Nurture was just boring. It was good. Like if you look at it in terms of technicality, it was well produced. It was like, it was good technically. But it was just boring. Like that was the problem.
Put me to sleep while I was driving to work, and that's dangerous. I'm on the highway.
It was just very, very boring.
Yeah.
But 10 out of 10. Happy.
Yeah.
Happy boy.
Yeah, let's leave it at that. It is a 10 out of 10 for me as well. This is an album not to be missed. It's brand fucking new. It like came out on the 16th or something like that, 16th or 17th.
Yeah, it was like 10 days ago.
Exactly. And I think it would be only fucking a little bit more time after that. I'm not even going to count. Get amongst it. Have a listen. It's really good. It's really good.
Yep.
It's really, really, really fucking good. It's fantastic.
Man.
Blake, were we listening to the metal one or the rap one?
The short one, right?
The short one? We're listening. Oh yeah, there we are. Listening to the short one. Yeah. This.
It's like 30 minutes. It's an EP.
Yeah, that's right. I remembered. This week we are listening to Sleep Token.
Yay!
Sleep Token have released a
Vor, right?
Vor. It says it's a single, but it's also got another 4 songs within it. So it's like an EP, but they didn't release it as an EP. It's dude, these guys have been fucking doing it for a little while, and I think the way you explained it to Lats,
That is very funny.
It's metal written by women, but the thing is, it's really cool. It's really good.
It's cool as hell. It's cool as hell. Trust me.
I really enjoy it. Honestly, I listen to the Summoning at least once a day now.
It's so good.
I would have it on repeat, just the Summoning, because as soon as it gets to that like sexy end bit, it's like, oh, it's so cool.
Man.
It's so cool.
See, like they have other full albums.
Yeah.
But I want to listen to the Summoning.
I want to listen. Yeah, I want to listen to this new stuff that's coming out from Sleep Token.
Because they've recently gotten a lot of
media attention.
Attention. And that's because like I said, what I've seen them from on short format content is them just humping each other on stage, right? Basically, like to the Summoning, and I was just like, if this is the kind of music they make, I'm like, it's really good. No, they're a metal band that just had like a fucking like bonker break at the end of one of the songs. Yeah.
Because if you listen to like the start of the Summoning, like all of it, besides the last, I think it's like 2 minutes.
In a bit.
Yeah. It's fucking hard metal with really good vocals. And the guitars sound really good. The drums sound really fucking good. It's all really technical and it works together. You know, this gave me the feeling the first time that I listened to North Lane, and they were like super technical and jumping around. It was really harsh and aggressive, but it was the feeling of this is that cool harsh and aggressive shit with a really good vocalist.
Yeah. Yep.
And he can still do the screaming and shit like that, but like it's still foot stomping, head banging, fucking I don't know, man hating bulldog, fucking swing kicking in a mosh pit sort of shit. Yeah, it's great. I love it. It's good.
Big fan.
That's
Very
what we're listening to.
Listen to this for the next week.
Vor, VORE, by Sleep Token. That'll be that was only released also February 16th. We're listening to new albums, guys. New albums. Just released.
Yeah. The next one won't be as new, but yes.
No, it won't be as new, but it's still going to be as good.
It still slaps.
Yeah.
Next one's an oldie, but it slaps.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But no, we're listening to Sleep Token.
Sleep Token.
I am actually genuinely excited. Yeah. This is fucking good, man. I've only listened to the Summoning.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I've heard. And to be honest, I've really only heard the last 2 minutes. I've heard the rest of the song like once, but the last 2 minutes of the Summoning I've heard multiple times. This is very good.
It's cool, man. They break down to like jazzy shit. Like not jazzy shit. It's like Odyssey,
funk, right? It's like funk. It's bops.
Yeah, big
good.
bops.
Anyway,
that's about it.
I think we should wrap it up.
That covers it.
Should wrap it up.
It's
an hour.
We did go over. Remember, right before we started, we said we'll just make it a short one.
We say that literally every week.
It's become a meme.
Yeah, it really has, because we say short one, and it's like
man,
we'll cut it like 30 minutes. Like 30 minutes.
Meanwhile, it's
17 minutes later. Like, we should probably wrap up there.
When I looked at the time and it said like 28 minutes, I was like, I've still got to tell this story about how I fucking don't know how to use my key. I didn't realize that was going to take like a good 10 minutes.
I'm so glad. That's the funniest fucking shit. That's the funniest shit.
It's so dumb. That's going to be it from all of us here at Channel 9.
Use.
What's the ABC News one?
I can't remember.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, do all the things, comment, all the buttons. Check out our YouTube channel where we do run shorts, same as TikTok. They do go to TikTok and Instagram. Excellent.
I don't think they're on Instagram right now.
That's right. We'll figure it out eventually.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Look, it'll happen. It'll happen eventually.
It will happen. That's right.
Once we get a social media manager to do it all for us.
Kim still is offering that too. She's like, I'll do that. I'm like, yeah, we'll sort it out. And it never happens.
Can she edit the videos too?
I'll get her to edit the audio too.
Can she
do all of this.
Everything?
Yeah, we'll just talk to each other.
Can she record for us as well?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Can she just like put on a voice?
And we'll pay her like, I don't know, a tenth. Nothing. Yeah.
What do you mean? It's our podcast.
Yeah. You know, that's a good point.
Helping, right?
Yeah. She's just putting in a little bit, all right? She hasn't done 100 hours.
We're only asking her to record everything, edit everything, and upload everything, and also manage the social media. Like
it's practically nothing, really.
It's basically nothing. Like it would be minimum like 30 hours a week,
at least.
Anyway,
if you want to hear more dumb bants like this, jump into our Discord where we're very active. We're sitting in voice chat all the time. And if it's not us, it's our friends, which we love just fucking having a yarn to. We are playing like Path of Exile. We're actually branching out from Tarkov and we're just playing other different games as well.
Have you seen that new Tarkov video?
Yeah, I watched that this morning.
It makes me really not want to play.
It's like it went as soon as he said like 60% of the time that he was playing, it was with cheaters out of 100 and something raids. I was like, fuck, man, no wonder.
Yeah.
And the fact that
it's ridiculous. There's too many. There's too many raids with cheaters, with fucking wall hacks.
Yeah. Imagine 2/3 of your raids. You can't even flip a coin. It's like 2/3 of your raids are just going to be, you might as well just drop all your gear on the ground and disconnect.
Yeah. Because you're probably going to die anyway.
Yeah. Besides all that, jump into our Discord, come and play some games with us, come and talk some shit. We do love it. And we are running a $100 giveaway for our 100th episode. Make sure you go into the link in the description, join, it's just enter your email and your name into the Google web form. And
it was like the bare minimum requirements or something for Google Forms. So, yeah.
And then we'll run a big spinning wheel thing to randomize it and pick.
Probably names out of a hat, but yeah.
And yeah, probably will be names out of a hat. And we'll be sitting right there on the couch behind me for our live 100th episode where we'll draw the winner. And that's pretty much the plug for the Prod.Cast. If you want to see more of Blake Bentley, make sure you check him out on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, every fucking social media. Blake
I'm definitely everywhere
Bentley.
And definitely active.
Blake _Bentley, YouTube, chess.com, which is now Blake _Bentley YT.
Yeah, YouTube.
Make sure you go onto Spotify, check out his song Late Night Texting. It's an absolute banger. We worked hard on that one and we made it really good.
We actually did work very hard on that.
Yeah. And if you want to see more of my face, because I'll stare directly into your soul, hit me up on YouTube. Because we're streaming again. And we're going to be streaming.
What did you stream on? Did you stream on Switchblades for Kids or Crackscav?
Switchblades for Kids.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I need to upload another video. I've just been ignoring Crackscav.
Yeah, well, Tarkov sucks right now.
I know. And it really, sucks at a time when I was just like, I want to make videos. And it's like, I'm not going to make videos for fucking this game that I don't want to play.
Sucks. Yeah. It's like, Tarkov is big poopies.
Yeah. But, I'll probably still play it just for the scavs. Because if I die in a scav, I don't give a fuck. Even if I was to die in, like, PMC, I wouldn't give a fuck either.
Yeah, I don't care.
If you want to see more of me, hit me up on YouTube where I did a live stream last night on Saturday, which we'll be doing, I guess, every Saturday night, maybe even Friday nights. Check us out. What else? What is it? Spotify, Switchblades for Kids, all one word. Do all the
Zakk's got
buttons,
a lot of
clicks,
good music on there.
links. Yeah, and I'm going to be adding another song soon. I know I've been saying this, and I know that we said that we were going to add like all of our unreleased stuff. And then I said I'm going to release all of my ACAP stuff that I did in 2021. Just none of it's not happening, but it's okay. Because you know what's funny? I've been going back into those folders, opening them up, fixing random things up, and then saving it into another area. So it's all getting collated slowly.
Yeah.
It's all happening.
I've also started doing that sort of stuff.
If we really sat down and said, all right, cool, we've got a week to get this done, I reckon we'd get it done.
In a week. Easy.
Yeah.
We're not going to, but we could.
We're not going to do it, but we have that opportunity. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Yes.
I want to look directly at you.
Oh,
I can't because I need to press the stop recording.